Great and beautiful morning to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 490 edition of InvestData Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I would say that the market is changing another dimension this morning. I see that most of the market are in the green. When I mean some other US market has opened higher, and that of Asia is, when I say higher, is because of what some of the domain market in that domain, especially is for Hong Kong, where South Korea, sorry, where we have seen that the index is hitting 5 months high as supported that market, even when there is kind of agitation in terms of tariff hike from US putting pressure on China because of the statement of President Trump in US. That also see that market is still shaking, but still in light green as we speak. But because of Europe, Europe have just seen a market where it's also very, very mixed this morning because of what we are seeing economic data in terms of inflation coming from that dimension or that domain, and that also knows that inflation has also rebounded or swung to about 3% from 2.5 recorded in December. You can see how this market data or economic data are trying to change investors' psychology, and at the same time seeing the earnings that are coming from this domain. That's why as an investor you must pay attention to all this when you are looking at what the data that are coming from the different economy. It's very, very important that we don't just overlook them, but we must pay attention to them because they has a way of guiding what our investment decision. That's why you must pay attention to all this data when it comes to what investing. Don't just overlook them, or look into this data that they have a way of guiding you on what to do when you are taking a what investment decision. Don't just throw them out of what out of your sight, because this data has influence on what on your decision. And that is why today we are looking at know the power of economic data when and also event. But I've already was seeing how the foreign investors are using this or international market are playing along with their economic data as they are being released or made available to the investing public over there. Also, what is also happening in our own market there is not different from that, because we expect to see more of that in this market here in Nigeria. But I was saying that in the US market is already in green. They're open higher at this hour as investors are also kind of digesting the impact of the political tension that's around the globe, and also how the tariff hike in that their economy is going to influence their own economic activities. Both companies or they are going to benefit from this rate hike. An investor in that environment are already keen into that decision of the government over there to make what informed decision, and that also trying to play out positive for them in that market as to speak. And as you as as investor looking at what is happening in down here in our own market, you also understand that we are seeing things happening when it comes to economic data. We are seeing corporate numbers coming. How is going to influence our decision of investor, and how also the regulators or the economic managers here in Nigeria going to use these figures also to make decision. That's why we're going to look at more on what on this economic data, how do we want to make informed investment decision. Yeah, even as we speak now, we know that yes, globally, we have seen that oil price have rebounded. That means commodity market. We are seeing a bit out in that market now because of what the peace talk that also on the move between Russia and Ukraine, and also we are seeing that Brazil have joined OPEC, in terms of at oil producing organization, oil producing country in the world. That's also this. We are seeing all this influencing price of crude oil as we speak. But I believe that sentiment in that market could also determine how far it will go. But as we speak now, it's around 76 point 67 dollar. That is good right away. But if you look at our topic today, we want to pay attention to it. Our topic today is looking at how you can use this economic data to make informed decision. I told you what happened in in Europe, especially in UK, where we have seen increase in their inflation. And don't forget that earlier before now, ECB have said that they don't expect the tariff to already affect much of what they are doing in that environment. That environment, because of what for already we are seeing now. Already we are seeing that investors are already taking advantage of all this that is happening in that environment. So I believe that if you really want to take advantage of using economic data, to make money, you must understand how to use it. Because as a trader investor, don't forget that access to this economic or updated economic information is crucial for making what informed investment decision anytime, especially at the market movement either up and down. Because this economic data or date or a calendar will help you to know what is happening. And right now we're seeing that we're already seeing that the Nigerian inflation figure has dropped as a result of rebates. What is the essence of rebates in our economy? And what impact of rebates anywhere in the world? You must understand when there's a rebate is for a purpose. That means when in an economy you have a rebate, that means there are some economic structure you are seeing that you want to add to calculating your economic activities. Now they have done that rebate in GDP, in 2000 and in recent year 2014, also seen also in 2025. Also before during the PDP government, they got a lot of rebates during the all those rebates. What has it done to the economy? Has it added more momentum as investors? But now we are seeing that this economic news or event are very, very important because it shapes sentiment. That is why as a wise investor or trader, you must understand what is the sentiment to this figure that because it tells you take what we call strategic decision or position your portfolio to know exactly where to look at. It helps you either for sectoral rotation or also in companies that will benefit from any of this data or the economic situation, whether liquidity is moving from one access to the other, you will know because that is why economic news is very, very important anytime, any day. You need to pay attention that at the end of the day, you know exactly what you are doing as a trader or investor. And that's why I said, if you look at US, when the inflation was coming down, you saw that there was rate cut in that environment. We saw the same thing in China. Now we're seeing that in recent data that came is coming from England, which is UK. We saw data their inflation going up. What is the next? What the next move? What is the next move you want to do as a trader or investor? Now you are seeing that we have rebased our GDP, we have rebased our what inflation. But it tells you that this as a trader investor, what is expected to come now that MPC meeting has started on at kickoff today is on underway already as we speak. What will be the discussion? Don't forget that when you see a structure that is changing, you need to say why is it changing. The MPC had to postpone their meeting from 17/18 to 19/20 in expectation of already this rebate. That means they are aware. That means the committee knows that yes, they want to see what the data will point to. So you can see there's a dramatic decline from 34.85 to 24.05 or 3.5% or 8.4% anymore. But you can see that this also have given a sign what we're expecting to see at the end of this policy meeting that is going on that started today. Are we expecting to see a hold or a decline or no or sorry a cut in the rate? Yes, let's not just bother ourselves much as a investor, but what is going on is that if we are seeing a decline inflation that is automatic, I tell you that this is not what is happening. It's just because of structural change. You want to add some adjustment. It are not reflected on the economy. But the good news is that the companies that are operating in this domain in Nigeria, who have seen them, master the game, and also when there's high interest rate, who are also high inflation, who have seen that they're able to make post profit. It's a plus for them that now, if inflation start coming up, already it is it kind of a deviation from market sentiment and the figure we're seeing now, because already price of goods and services are high in the market. The rebates have not started showing, unless if there is this move by government or economic that to reduce inflation that also trigger kind of a slowdown in prices. But if we are seeing data that is different from action of the government, because market has not changed, price of goods and services remain high in the market, while the parameter that mention price movement and all that is looking down because of rebate, it will not change until the economic managers or the government authority take action by taking their own decision in line with what they are, because they are the one that rebase the GDP. They also that they have rebased the inflation as we have seen. until they take action in that to commemorate what they have done by bringing interest rates high, which also going to be a plus for the stock market. If interest rate is adjusted down, we'll start seeing funds also leaving. Already, we have seen that for almost 30 consistently, or 30 consecutive time that the past, we have seen treasury offer long term, which is a transfer, they declining, and that also move on to the equity. If now at the end of this meeting, automatically or they leave it on hold, to see the next problem to see what to do. Fine, but I tell you that if they leave it on hold and we're going to set signal that yes, they're likely to start cutting rates, we're going to see more funds, especially this is any season between now and end of April. We're going to see more numbers giving you an insight how the company. And I'm telling you that our companies, corporate managers in Nigeria, they've done well in what in terms of managing the economy because they understand the terrain. If they kind of lower interest rate, that means cost of borrowing becomes lower. We're going to see more positive number from them because if at high cost we're seeing, because I tell you, prices have not changed and are not changing overnight. That means this company are going to like to see a positive Q1 number that will also impact their number in Q2. Already we also expect to see a positive dividend growth in terms of performance. We are seeing numbers pointing that yes, most of these companies want to grow their number. That means market looking up for me is very, very possible to hit 110,000 mark of psychological line. Already we speak to this morning that market are rebounded. I'm coming to that market data later. I wanted to just finish on this economic data so that we understand why economic data and events are very, very important, because it shapes sentiment in the market. Also open opportunity for you to know, because it helps you to identify opportunity around the market, also around the event. Like now we're seeing that the profit taking that we've seen in the market before now was as a result of MPC meeting approaching. People are not saying they don't know what will outcome. But when market saw the rebase or rebase the inflation figure that came lower, that also set the signal. Is the MPC meeting they are making take decision? This is why you must take advantage of all this, because it helps you to identify trading opportunity in the market, so that no matter how the market how volatile a market is, you have to capitalize on that volatility to make sure that you are watching your economic event date and also the outcome of that event. These are the things that are going to guide you. That is why corporate action is also very, very important, because also these are events that also help you to know what inform decision. You must pay attention to all these events, whether economic event or corporate event. You must pay attention because it has a role for influencing price of equity on the, especially also when we have your sector rotation. Like I said earlier, you must look at it because that's the only way you can go well, because you are studying what is happening in economy, because you can't separate economy from the market. Even when the market tries to go on its own, it's not for a long period, it also go the direction of the economy. Therefore, we are seeing that the market is pointing on the up direction. If as expected that we call on this rebase, we are seeing that they start cutting interest rate, that will be a plus also for the market, and also that will also be a plus for also the private sector. That means source of fund also become cheaper for them to also to also boost their bottom line at the end of the day. You must pay attention to all this because it has a way of telling you what is happening in the market and the economy. So that's why at any given time it helps you to know what is happening in the economy, also what is going to happen at the end of central bank policy meeting, also the speech of all the community, also what is also the confidence index of these investors looking at the outcome of the meeting. You must know how to navigate all this one, and that's why between now and end of the week, especially when we start seeing those that company that not release, release their unaudited account, unaudited account in January, releasing their own in this February. These are the factors that will shape the market, and also, like I said, the outcome of this MPC meeting has a way of also already the economic data, which is the inflation for January, are pointed where we are likely to go. That's why I say it's either they leave it unchanged, or I don't see possibility of hike at this time, because they are waited to see the outcome of the debate war. Now, are they going to hike it? When you are seeing that you said your inflation is coming down, are they going to leave to work? Because it was okay, it is too early to cut, let's wait, but I don't see possibility of hike at this one, and that will be a plus for equity market if there's no hike in rate as we speak. Because also if there's no hike, I say that the monetary policy fixed income market instrument rate also start work, and that will be a plus for the equity market. I am not surprised that this morning we are seeing kind of, when I come to the what I'm seeing right now in the market. I am not surprised after the market have pulled back, entering almost a decline phase before rebounding this morning. When we come to that, we're also going to pay attention to see what that's also telling us as traders and investors in this market. That's why you must know play with data, either economic data or market data. They has a way to guide your investment decision any day, anytime. You must pay attention to them, because that is the only way you can make informed investment decision if you are trading in this market. Because if you really want to stay ahead of the market, you must understand that the market also needs for investors to digest anything that comes to them and take action. And that's why I said, those that follow me, that even this regional investor that really drive prices in terms of volume, when they see results or economic data, they don't just conclude. They need to do what? To do analysis. That's why digesting this number are very, very important anytime, any day, so that it will help you to what? To make informed investment decision. And once you're able to make that informed decision, it also guide you to see where you are going from that position and know exactly what next to do. And once you're able to take that decision as a trader or investor, it helps you to stay ahead of the market profitably. And that's why this class will continue. Either the free one and also the paid one. They want to know to navigate the market with investors, traders, to stay ahead of the market, and also to manage this, and also know when to take profit. When I see market rallying, I expected that most of us in the class should have taken profit. This put back an opportunity. And when people are calling me that market, I said no, market has not gone bearish. It's just a correction, and that correction also something which for a trigger, and the correction will give the market more strength when a rebound to push out the last resistance level and continue in that regard, and which is also what we are seeing at this hour. That come to market data, as we're going to do now, to see what is the market doing now and what are the steps we are to take as a trader or investor in this regard. It's very, very important as a trader or investor. We must know all this at any given time when we are trading or investing. We must pay attention to all this that it helps us to work to make informed investment decision any day, any time. Because that is the only way you can stay ahead of the market. Because if you really want to make money, you must understand what is happening in the market where you play, and that will help you also to know exactly what to do, or not as a trader or investor. But when you get this information, it is how you see it or how you filter it, it makes a lot of meaning to you. But I believe that market is already set, to test that 110,000, as I've said earlier. Because if you look at the range, as we speak now, see the market has gone above, almost testing in the 10,000 after breaking out a separate of 109,800, and for me, that's a sign that market is also heading to that. And once it crosses again, that will give us a new rally again. But don't forget that it is the high capital that always put this option there. That's why you must also pay attention to your pay attention to only to your sectoral index when you are analyzing. The quick one, look at the the economic data, the market data right now. Now, if you look at the market data, I will think that the market is in green. If you are seeing this chart already, it gives a sign that market is, if you was saying, a huge rebound, and market has taken off about 2 days decline, and this will call kind of a bullish trend or a brief engulfing after it had taken off what the market lost in 2 days, heading to this. But I believe that if this trend continues after the end of the MPC meeting on Monday, going to take off even one market and break out, and that the new trend will continue from there. But as we speak now, the market is in green. But if you look at market data, the Austrian index is reading 108,667.64. Market is up by almost 8,000 basic point, 969.66 basic number, represent about 0.93% up as we speak now, which is good. But if you look at market breadth is still right now is still negative. While having a 15 gainers and 20 losers, but I believe that because of high capital that are getting, that's why I see this kind of strong rebound. But I see that also happening as the market goes, as the activities for the day continue. Because I will tell you that the figure that I saw yesterday in terms of the base and what we expect to happen tomorrow at the end of the MPC meeting will bring more fun to the market. And don't forget that this is what the market also feed on, and also that also change the market. I see that this is a good thing for investors to also pay attention as we speak. Good one. But if you look at the top gainers and losers, which is also very, very important, want to see them, what are the factors that are, as we speak, that are the top gainers of the market and the losers. It gives you also an insight to what you should expect as a trader or investor. We see that the rebound of raw food as we speak now, and that's why I see this kind of huge return in the market this early morning. Raw food is recorded at 9.91% up among the top gainers. At the 16 top gainers, followed by internal oil back also to 42 naira, 50 kobo, still up by 6.25%. Sooner assurance, about 6 naira, 92 kobo, 6.1%. Martin Fertilizer up again 5.13%. UPDC is up after beaten by profit takers like 2-3 days now, gaining 4.8%, and Ella Lake is also up again from yesterday. No profit taking that it has stopped. But if you look at the loser chart, because I think that the University Press, which is into service sector, is also down by 9.8%, followed by Wapik Insurance, Martin also that communication, Dean Insurance, Academic Press, and NSL. These are the top losers as we speak. But I think that the market is in this mode. We are seeing a positive option index and also a missed word, a missed market break. Why I said that we are seeing that losers are higher than the gainers right away in the market. So we'll look at the chart now to give us more information on what the market is doing. Let's pay attention. Look at, like I said earlier, you can see the rebound here. We want to call up other indicators in the market now to help us make some sense and also some give us direction and what the market is doing right away. And that's why we will go your money flow index. Look at your T line, which is there, our 8 days moving average exponential, and also you pay attention again to your margin. These are very important things that you should pay attention to as a trader or investor. Look at all these things when you are trading or investing anytime, any day. You can see here that if you look at the chart now, let's quickly turn our to 8, sorry, so that it can give us a clear direction of what we are doing here. Yes, if you look at the market now, I think the market remained above the T. Like even when it pulled back, or it didn't cross down and push a good one, that the market is still strong. Even when there's a kind of a bullish sentiment, sorry, a bearish sentiment for 3 days, but that is the market is still strong. There's a weak and strength. The market is still on the strong part or part, also strength part, like I say. But money flow is looking down. There's that funds also leave the market. And I'm not surprised after market have pulled down for 3 days. Considering that, but now it's a bit flat now. But MACD have turned up again after you are seeing a kind of a descending movement. We are seeing another red one trying to come up again, and that's why I said you must pay attention to both economic data and market data to know exactly what it's doing. What is the volume put in the market or the market? Volume is relatively small compared to other volume we have seen the previous day. But I know that this afternoon, but let's wait and see what the market will do. But on this note, I already say that market is trying to rebound, and if more high cap stocks, also blue chip company go in that direction. I see also that I said market hitting 10,000, 110,000 separate line very soon. It's very possible because they have tested almost 109,850 something. But I believe that the market is in that direction because as we see more earnings, especially those that don't read the result between now and 29 or 1st of March, 2025, we also have the forecast see more results in the month of March that also usher in Q1 number in the month of April. These are the things that will shape the market, and also if monetary policy also go the way we expect, also we go to see more fund entering the space of equity space, and this time boost the performance of the company on the exchange because all those cheap fund when red start coming down will be a plus for the market and also for the economy. These are the things investors should expect now as we speak. But if you look at different time frame, because when you are looking at your chart, one thing very important, if you're looking at index action, look at the momentum behind it, and also you look at what the time frame. Also, time frame is very important. Time frame, first action, look at momentum. This momentum is what you see that the MACD, RSI will tell you what the momentum look at. You want to see where money is entered. But if you look at money flow now right away, I said that before now, money flow have been going up, but this morning on the 1 hour I can see there's a kind of an optic here. Say that funds at any market, I can see on a on a short on a lower time frame 1 hour. I can see that market is right. And once market also cross this one, become bullish on one. That is a sign that also for me it's a good sign that market is also gaining momentum to rebound, and that already you can see that it's above the T line because of what Boa this morning has done, crossing 400 about 415 again, start pulling back to below 400. That are the things that are in the market right now as we speak. Here we also look at the other time frame. We could look at the 2 hour time frame. I see that will be the same thing. 2 hour frame is also looking down. But you can see 2 hour where is still bearish. You can see where the market is right now. I see also, but finally look at the 4 hours. Before we look at some of the stocks that are making the top line. But on 4 hours, that the market is still strong. taking also market that market has already given us, that the trend coming back to the market. You can see the movement here, also see it here, and see that it's still above the T line because on 4 hours chart, because it's not up to 4 hours that the market has opened, has not changed actually, because it has to be 4 hours before that change. The market has just opened around 10 10 o'clock, and it's just after 12. But right now, this one will not give us clear information until tomorrow or look at it to see. But as we speak, the 1 hour chart is very, very key for us here to see what is happening, which you are seeing already. So let's look at those companies that are making the top gainers right away. We're not looking at BOA. Let's look at what is Etana doing. Is there new strength coming back to Etana? These are the things that we need to pay attention to. Is there new strength coming back to Etana? We need to look at that. That also help us to make sure right away. Let's see. Then yes, you can see on the 1 hour chart that the stock has gone up, because also people also try to take profit. It's down to around 50. It has gone to around 44 naira, now almost at 42. But you can see that it tried to break out the T line on the 1 hour chart. It has been on the below it correct post. Now even when pulling back, it's still on the 1 hour chart. Look at the day chart for the stock. I've seen that there's some strength coming back to the stock. You can see that they try to call them, bullish involving, to God to take care of this red one. That's what we're seeing now. See the money for trying to come back for the stock for Ghana. And that's the thing also we're seeing in UPDC. UPDC, let's also see what UPDC is doing right away. UPDC is also among the stock on the top gainers this morning. You can also see that trend again on the bit. You can see it here. You can see it here. You can equally go to 1 hour chart to see what is the trend like. On 1 hour chart, but 1 hour chart, you see that what is for stock is forming. For me, when you see an uptrend, candlestick, it's a sign of yes weakness. As it go up, down. But let's look and see actually money flow is still looking down, but MACD is already building up. Saying that this stock trend is returning back to the stock already as we speak. On that stock, we have to pay attention to. Let's look at what is happening to what Transcorp as we speak. Transcorp and we look at Transcorp and Africa Prudential and Momondo this time parameters. Let me look at what time in fast spent just because today start your time because of the the system. But let's look at it. You can see that Transcorp on 1 hour chart trading below the T line. But money flow is entering the stock. You can see that there's also an uptick here, but it does not cross the T line on 1 hour chart. You can see that money flow is where and is also building up. If this blue and cross the red one, that's an uptrend entirely for the stock. But let's look at the day chart, what it's saying. Data tells that the stock is still very, very strong, still above, okay, flat on the T line, but I see that correction is on that stock on the day chart. But money flow is still strong, but looking at slightly to be 75, and MACD is also giving a sign of bearish if it cross on the day chart for the stock. Fine, let's quickly look at like I mentioned, Africa Prudential and Africa not. Okay, let's quickly look at Africa Prudential. You can see also the stock is also trying to resist decline on the day chart. You can see it here. You can see even when MACD is also above 50, above 50, we're looking now. This on the day chart. But look at 1 hour chart for the stock to give us a clear. For 1 hour chart, you can see that the stock momentum points to the stock profit taking. Well, I think that should not send panic to anybody because I believe that the event that will come in or corporate action will turn around all this. But pay attention. The pullback of the stocks an opportunity to buy into value. Or those that want to be short term trading in the stock is very, very important. Finally, look at what is happening to Owando on Owando. What is happening to that stock? Let's look at it. It's a stock that I see this is 1 hour chart. See the stock is trading around 63, 63 naira 40. So you can see it has been on below the T line for this while. So if you look at 1 hour chart, you can see where it has been trying to consolidate at this way. Consolidate, but now that's trying to resist decline. Looking at also look at what we are seeing on Monday on 1-1. You can see that moment is coming back gradually. What's the quality line that's also shine by, and also when it cross this key line here, and when the blue one cross the red one, when the blue one cross the red one up, and also can see that Monday become bullish. The sign of also new strength coming back to 0-1. On this note, I will say thank you and God bless you for today. See you on Friday.